All right, people of the internet, let me show you my new project. This is 9 seconds for under $7,000. And go ahead and take a guess within the first couple of seconds. See if you get the car right. Okay, so now that I got your attention, let me just quickly run through what we are dealing with here. So this is a 1983 Ford LTD sedan, and it has a bunch of good parts in it. And again, I want to reiterate, the goal of this project is to go 9 seconds in the quarter mile for under $7,000. That includes the cost of the car. So with doing that, I had to get some really good parts to start with, and this all came with the car. So I'm 3,200 in, and you can see here, we have a UPR K member, brand new steering rack. It's got tubular control arms, brand new tie rod ends. It actually has Cobra front brakes, presumably from a SN95 Cobra, but you can see here. And if I'm not mistaken, these rotors are new, and I have pads and everything for it. So far, pretty good deal. Has the camber caster plates, brand new master cylinder, brand new brake booster. Not that the windshield wiper motor matters much, but that's also new. So it's in really good shape. And of course comes with some decent wheels. And this actually came with it too. So this is some kind of, I guess, Mustang situation of a wheel. Maybe somebody knows. But they're 17-inch wheels. And even better yet, this is part of the stuff that came with the car. Those are the Cadillac tires, ignore those. But these tires actually came with this car as part of that $3,200, as well as this radiator and these bunch of spare parts. So the previous owner has taken really good care of this and just got a phenomenal deal. All sorts of good parts I can put in this thing. And a lot of the hard work is already kind of done. So let me show you underneath here. That's the next big thing. All right, so I had to grab some better lighting and kind of crawl under here. But as you can see, we already have a Ford 8.8 solid rear end. Has some kind of lower control arm. And also, I don't know if the terminology is correct, has some kind of like upgraded, I don't know, solid link stuff. But it has some kind of upgraded support dealy whopper. And we have strange adjustable shocks, also Cobra brakes in the rear, and some nice rotors. Already plumbed for rear disc brakes, of course. So that's one less thing I have to do is chase rusty brake lines. All that hard stuff is done. And here's that other, I wouldn't say it's an upper control arm. Maybe it is, I don't freaking know. But that's solid mounted too. You can see it has some kind of like solid bushing in there. The diff is a 323 gear set. It has I forgot what the guy said. It was either like some kind of True Track situation. I think it was an Eaton True Track. And I don't know if it has C-clip eliminators, but we have disc brakes. So that's kind of like a C-clip eliminator, if you ask me. So really good start. And then it has the Mustang Cobra companion flange. So in other words, the spare drive shaft I have will also work. So this is my spare drive shaft. That's a yoke for a T56, but that can be easily swapped out for something else. Of course, this would need to be shortened more than likely. And then that same flange will literally just bolt to the 88. So presumably just shorten this, stick another yoke on it for most likely what's going to be a 4L80 transmission out of the junkyard, because that does not leave me a lot of budget to put a good transmission in it. I don't want to do stick shift. That's what this car is for. I want something that's easy that I can just cruise around in for Rocky Mountain Race Week and just kind of have a good time, but like also be sort of competitive. I understand that, you know, there's no cage in here or anything, but I don't really have any desire to do that. So this is going to be like a burnout car that will occasionally see the strip and is 9-second capable. It has all the right parts to start with that, and so far pretty well ahead on the budget. It's going to get a Terminator X, budget converter from like Circle D or maybe Jags, and that's really like the big things that it's going to need, because I have the little Huffer 5.3. It has already been in the Cadillac. This thing's an absolute unit. It is a known good running engine. I can just literally slap this right in and we will be all set. So this is just a stock bottom end 5.3, cap the rings, kind of went through it, put in some bearings. That's about it though. Nothing special with that motor. Even has reused head bolts. Just, I did that for science, because why not? This was a $200 motor from LKQ. And over here we have our turbo selection, which is, you know, already been accounted for. I didn't buy these for these projects. This is already just kind of laying around, if you will. So the cost of the turbo and the cost of the motor is not accounted for in this project because I already own it. So it's costing me $7,000 or under for this entire project. So I just want to reiterate that. But essentially that's what we have going on. That's the overview. Stay tuned and I will provide periodic updates. I don't know how serious I am about getting a video of this thing. I'm just building it for me. Just throwing it on YouTube as a bonus, but ultimately this is just for me to have fun and, you know, not be so serious, where this car has kind of been a headache lately. Just breaks a bunch and I don't know. It makes a ton of power, but it's just kind of a headache lately. If I put this setup into here, this thing would be like 850s all day at least. So just take it easy and, you know, go from there. We'll figure out the project.